Okay, we're going to be looking at grayscale. I found it funny on Wikipedia if you type in colorful clown, you got this as a picture. So we're going to be looking at this picture in Photoshop and using it as a grayscale piece. What makes this picture so great is the fact that it's got high saturated colors and clowns are really freaking scary. Okay? Add the two together, you got a good pick. Now, what I'm going to do is duplicate this and duplicate it one more time. We're going to be working it at 3 different levels here. So, the first image I'm going to leave alone, not touch. The second one, I'm going to be looking at the various ways to grayscale an image. The first one is image mode grayscale. Now, if I do this and say don't flatten and discard, it will grayscale all of the pieces. Okay? So all 3 of them get grayscaled. Well, I might not want that. And this grayscale, I would argue, is very boring. This is a novice grayscale at best. If you took this picture with color and took it on a copy machine, you could do the very same thing. So there's not much wonder behind grayscale in this way. Here's another method. Image mode. Image adjustments, hue saturation. Let's say I knock down saturation like this. Now I like this as a piece. You know, it doesn't have to have all the color gone, but I would say that's interesting to me. But this is another way to steal out color. I could totally saturate it, which would leave it back in the same state it was when I said image mode grayscale. So still not much control. I'm going to do that. I'm just going to knock it down grayscale, and we're going to focus on the next piece up. Notice by doing this, I keep my other ones colorful. Okay, let's go to the next layer. Let's go image adjustments, black and white. This is the preferred state when taking out color. This allows me to take color out in various forms. So in this case, what I want to do is take out all the color of the various forms and leave only the black and white. And I'm talking about like this collar right here has a seam. I want to be able to see all those little details in this piece. Like these and these. Sometimes you don't want to steal all the color, like this yellow for instance. Those are dead pixels. They're too bright. There's not enough detail in them. I'm going to have to tone them down just so I can get the details of the hair. Okay, let's see what other colors are hiding out in here. Okay. So I'm going to do this until I still see detail, but all the other colors are gone. And I'm going to hit OK. Now, I like this piece, but it still needs to be hit home. So here's what it looked like before, just with the default level of grayscale. Here's what it looks like after with the default level of grayscale. And let's go image adjustment levels. This allows me to set my black point and my light point. So if I go like this and adjust this area, it adjusts my black point. Over here, my white point, and then we got grayscale. So gray in the middle. So as a high contrast piece, I would say this is a lot more interesting now, just because I've darkened the darks, lightened the lights a little bit, and set a new point where gray is important. Okay, let's look at it before, after. Now the wonder of this is saying, well, what if I want it halfway between the two? I could do that. I could lower this one and get the best of both worlds. I could also go in here and say maybe multiply or overlay. So there's a lot of play here. It's not just about taking it and getting good results right off the bat by hitting grayscale. But now I'm really able to go in here and state what the forms look like. The last thing I want to show you is this. Okay, so if I drag this one up to the top and set it to something like hue saturation, you'll see it even pop further. Okay, so off, on. Sometimes that'll work, and sometimes if you put it on soft light and lower this down, you get a hint of color in there. So that is grayscaling an image and all the tricks available when you grayscale it. Enjoy.